my loves. Welcome to the Journey with Janine. If this is your first time here, welcome to the party. Here we talk about all things mindfulness, harnessing your magic, and making the most of your personal journey. If you're back, welcome back. So glad to have you. Today we're going to talk about a relationship with time. Yes, time. We're all wanting more of it. It feels like there's never enough of it, and so many of us, I feel like, are chasing it. Like we're navigating this lifestyle of rush and hurry and busyness and schedules and balancing and workload and all of the things that fall into this abstract idea of time. So I want to teach you, I want to share with you how to revamp your relationship with time, because it is a relationship. Time treats us the way we treat it. One of the great examples that I can use for this is think about a time that you've been in a rush. It's like, oh my gosh, you try and do everything way fast. Like you're literally moving at the speed of light, but it's like time is going by so fast. It's like, even though you're moving 10 times faster than you usually would, when you wake up and you go slow and you take your time and everything's good, it's like time matches the energy that you put out. So as we revamp our relationship with time, a core component of that is going to be to reset our calibration of what frequency we're putting out. Are we going to be living in a rushed frequency? Or are we going to be living in a royal frequency that is slow and steady and intentional and at ease? We've got to re-invite ease back into our life so that ease with time can find us as well. So one of the first parts of this is just really simple. You just need to observe. What is your current relationship with time? Are you always late? Do you respect time? If you know that you need to be somewhere at a certain time, are you already kind of navigating like, you know what, I'm going to show up like 30 minutes later, or I know that this project probably takes, 2 hours to do, but I think that I can probably just finagle it in like 30 minutes. When we undermine or discredit the actual amount of energy that we need in order to accomplish or to arrive at something or somewhere, we're discrediting ourselves. We're not being honest with ourselves. We're basically lying to ourselves and telling ourselves that, oh yeah, this can actually happen, when we know good and well in the back of our mind that that's not really going to be feasible. Or if it is feasible, there's going to be something that's deeply sacrificed because of it. It could be that we get a speeding ticket, which then you end up late because you were stopped by the police. Or it may be that somebody got hurt or you got hurt because you're rushing, and so you hit your hip on the counter or whatever it is, or you lose something, and then because you're rushing, you drop your phone and then bam, your screen is broken. So rushing comes with a cost. It's not just, oh, I'm going to move faster and everything's going to be fine. You're moving faster, but at what expense? So just to think about that, asking yourself, what makes me rush? What parts of my life are not in order that create chaos on the other side and disrupt the peace and ease that I can have to navigate more gracefully and peacefully with time? This could be, maybe you're on your phone too early in the morning and scrolling on stuff that you shouldn't be on, or maybe it's just that you don't have a good plan. Like, planning is so helpful in revolutionizing your relationship with time. What is your relationship with planning as well? How can you be a better planner so that you have more space to exist without rush? That's what we want to have, existence without rush. The next part of building that relationship with time is, once you've identified the areas that are obstacles for you and are kind of time traps, like they suck time out of you very quickly. Like for me, for instance, as much as I love and I hear all the good things about TikTok, the way that TikTok algorithm is made for me, I can't be on TikTok right now. It's not in my personal obedience to be able to be on there for a certain amount of time and then hop on off. So I don't do TikTok right now. For all of y'all that do TikTok, kudos to you. I think that's amazing that you can be on there and hopefully manage your time well, but it doesn't work for Janine. So I know that that's a time trap for me, because the first time I ever downloaded the app, I was on there literally for like 3 hours and I had no idea what I had watched, where the time had went, and like, oh my gosh, it's Sunday. I need to get ready for things that are coming up in the week and get the girls together and, help with family stuff and all that. And 3 hours just flew by. So identify your time traps and either completely eradicate them out of your life or set very healthy boundaries there, because you've got to have some type of system that's going to sustain that healthy relationship with you in time. Time is what you're focusing on so that you can have more of things that you want to have in other areas of your life. Other aspects of low-hanging fruit, easy to change things, could be just that you don't ask for help. Asking for help, it's funny, I saw on social media the other day, it was this guy and he said, things that you can do when you're born, those are the things that you're going to be good at for the rest of your life. And if we think about it, as human beings, the first thing that we do as babies is we cry. We cry out for help, and that's how we communicate. We are communicators through and through. In order to get what we need, we have to communicate. We have to ask for help. We have to utilize collaboration and connection in order to get from one place in our life to the other. So if you need help, go ask for help. Ask for support to get the things in your life done, especially like from a family standpoint. If you're in a marriage or relationship, like ask your partner for help. Have your kids help out with certain things. Allow them to have those responsibilities where they're supporting that load that the family carries. If you are at work and you're navigating a big project and you know that this is not just something that falls on your plate for your job role, collaborate with your peers, collaborate even with your supervisor, and re-identify if what they're giving you is a stretch assignment and maybe you need some more support there, or if it's something that's doable in the timelines or given parameters that you've been provided. So, low-hanging fruit, ask for help, avoid your time traps. And then the magical one, the number 3 that I absolutely love, plan for more time than you actually need. If you plan for more time than you actually need, there's no pain in getting there early. There's no pain in having more time to have for freedom after you thought that a task was going to take you 2 hours and only took you an hour. So allowing yourself these magical moments of extra, like who doesn't like extra when it's a positive thing? Grant yourself that by giving yourself more time than you actually need. So routines, we are the essence of our routines. I don't care what anybody says. We are the essence of routines. If you look at your routines, that is your life. Do you work out frequently? Do you miss workouts? Do you wake up early? What does your wellness look like? What does your food habits look like? Who is your friend circle? We are the result of our routines. So when we elevate our routines, we will elevate our relationship with time. We will elevate our life, because the core system, the program in which we live on, is elevated. So look at your routines. When you map out the way that you spend your time, the things that you do habitually without having to think about it, we're talking autopilot stuff. If every morning you wake up and you're on your phone first thing before you get the things done that actually make you feel successful in the day, that's a part of your habit that you have to modify if you want more out of your life, if you want more out of your day. So some systems that I found are really helpful is setting time frames for things. And this leads me, I'm going to share with you guys just 2 time management processes and methods that people use in work, business, and life that have really helped me and my family manage our day, our routines in our life a lot better. So the first one is I love a good Eisenhower matrix. So the Eisenhower matrix is a time management and really workload tool, I would say, that I use a lot with my family and in work. And the graph basically allows you to identify what's important and urgent, what's urgent but not really important to you necessarily. So this may be a priority that has to happen, but it's not something that you really are in a rush to do, but it still has to be done. An example of this could be, you have to get your passport updated. Clearly, you may not really want to have to go and stand in line or do the appointment and all that kind of stuff, but it's important because you have a trip that you're going to in the next couple of months. So those types of things are going to be urgent but not important. Important and urgent are things that need to get done basically within 24 to 48 hours. Each day, we should be prioritizing the important, urgent things. The unurgent and unimportant things are things like, wasting time traps that we talked about earlier. Those things that aren't urgent or important, we want to get rid of those. Importance can also signify passion. So it may not be urgent that you go to this dance class or that you go and have lunch with a friend, but it's important and it brings your life value, so it's necessary. So being really strategic at how you place those things in your life is going to be key. I found that establishing a routine of getting done my urgent and important tasks first, or events or what have you, first really helps reduce stress and keep my life calm. And then having the urgent, not important things that are just, they have to be done, otherwise you'll be penalized. We want to get those done. And then the important but not urgent, those are the third string habits that we want to get done. Once you've knocked out the urgent and important, the urgent but not important things, then go ahead and enjoy those passion projects. The important but not necessarily urgent things, like the get-togethers, like the brunches, those types of things. because they are important to you. They don't have to happen immediately, but they're still important and they bring your life value. So I like to schedule my first part of my day with my urgent and important items so that I can have the peace of mind and I can have less stress knowing that those really critical things are done. They're important to me and they're important from a time standpoint and they're completed, they're done. So having those done at the beginning of the day, then taking your urgent but not necessarily important things, knocking those out so that that's done, that's another layer of stress that's removed, and then planning out those passion projects for later in the day or later in the week. Usually that first coordinate is going to be that first quadrant we want to knock out again, like we said, in the 24 to 48 hours so that it's done, complete, and it doesn't get forgotten. And then the last quadrant, ideally, we really don't want to use it. Like if we can limit ourselves from having anything in that quadrant of unimportant and urgent, like we're going to be living a better life. So do we really want to be doing things that we don't find urgent and that aren't important? No. So figure out those time traps, figure out the way that you're having the low-hanging fruit, and really revitalize your routines by creating those happy, healthy systems that execute the things that are important, that celebrate the things that are value-based in your life, and just create a better timestamp for you in your life overall. The other one that I absolutely love, and it's a really good one as well, and I like to use this with my kids because I think that it teaches them really great time saving and time management tips as well, is the Pomodoro method. And the Pomodoro actually means tomato, supposedly in Italian when I looked it up. And what it signifies is that every task that you do, everything that you're going to manage throughout your day, give it a 25-minute limit. So set up a timer on your phone, or if you have a little handheld timer, go ahead and set that to 25 minutes. And every 25-minute task that you have, it gets a 5-minute break. So essentially, it equates to 30 minutes when you add that time block together. And that's essentially a tomato. It's like a little tomato of time. So every 4 quadrants, so that would be 2 hours, you got your 25 minutes, your 5, your 25 minutes, your 5, your 25 minutes, your 5, your 25 minutes, 5. That's going to equate to 2 hours. And after you've gotten that much of a workload completed, then you take a 30-minute break or so. And what that does is it allows your brain to rest after it's been on a high level of execution, and you can just kind of like let your hair down, and it gives you balance. Because when you've been working straight for hours and hours and hours, or you've had a lot of breaks in between that haven't been calculated or really necessary, you're either lacking productivity or you're leading into burnout. And we don't want to have either one of those. We want to have a balance where we're super productive, we're effective, we're efficient, and we're not burnt out, and we still have energy to live the rest of our day that's outside of our work. And we can play, and we can enjoy, and we can embody our passions. So that's the basic function of the Pomodoro method. I love using that with homeschool because we homeschool as well. And we work on an assignment for 25 minutes, we take a 5-minute break, and then we continue to do that, and we work through our curriculum each day, and we're able to have those nice breaks, we're able to have our execution of our workload, and we're able to manage our time really fluidly. Let me know if you've tried any of those. You can put it in the comments below, and I really hope that those tips help you with your time management and creating a better relationship with time, because at the end of the day, that's something that we can't buy. We can't buy back time. So creating a lifestyle habit where your relationship with time is healthy and it's going to create a happy life. So I'm sending you so much love and light and joy, and I hope that you revitalize and revamp your relationship with time so that you can make the best out of your life, harness your magic, and really enjoy your personal path. Sending you so much love, light, and joy. Bye.